G'day guys, it's Jake here. Nothing in this video is financial advice. Please do your own research when it comes to investing. Please sure check out my links below, including exchanges I use and social media content that I post. Alright, let's go. So today's video, we are looking at the infamous bear meme of crypto, BOBO. So get into this one. And it's on the watch list. I've got a couple other coins on here, of course. You got your ski mask dog and your Miggles. And I've done a video on ski yesterday, and I'll do one on Miggles tomorrow. I probably actually won't be making one tomorrow because I'm going away for the weekend. I have to make it on either Sunday night or Monday. So I won't have to wait, but nevertheless, it will come. We are here with BOBO, okay, the chart in the 3-day time frame. And probably start on the weekly actually, because we want to get a good, zoomed in visual of it. And this is on normal chart, okay? And it's sort of hard to see these smaller regions down here. If you go on a logarithmic, that's the way I like to look at it. And we could draw it out. So I'm going to start from scratch. And I like to see the pattern it's made. So it does this high thing, does something like that. And you can even draw a triangle too, because this is more of a triangle pattern. So let's just do that, because you can't be drawing parallel channels like that, like I just did, and it doesn't match up. It doesn't look like a proper pattern. So either you go from the week here, or you go from this week here and here. It's a triangle pattern nevertheless, consolidated within this pattern. Okay, we had double bottom here. Oh, two bottoms. One, get the command button out, and two. And he pumps right through it. Massive green candle here. And then we've made this high up here, of course. Massive explosion. And, from this point on, and after this consolidation breakout, we'll draw the next pattern, okay? Just get everything nice and neat. So we'll see how this goes. I might have to do some adjusting maybe. See how this goes like this. Oh. So I'm a bit rustic today. You can draw it like this, or you can draw it a bit more sloped, right? And you can sort of count that area there in, right? Because you want to get the nice fit to the price action, of course. So I'd say right there, that there's pretty good, right? Maybe that looks pretty good to me. So you got the downwards parallel channel, okay, formed here of the highs and lows. Right, so if I draw this out with the tool, see the highs, a low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, right? As you can see there, and there's your support line, and that's where your consolidation, or sort of pause, I should say, after the accumulation area, and boom, we paused here. This is where it's resting right now, like this point in November the 17th. We're coming back down right now, as you can see, price here, okay? So if I zoom in a bit, you can see our price is coming down to make another bottom, all right, and then continue higher. Now this is very interesting, okay? We're seeing a zigzag pattern within this channel. And this is usually a bullish setup. This is like a flag pattern. See, it goes down like that, a nice rectangular flag out of a flag pole, and then eventually breaks the upside. Like, it's very, very common these do that, but it's just taken a long, long time, okay? It's had this 1, 2, 3 touches, and that's enough. This doesn't have to go down to here. It's got a support level here. I just showed you back in February 24, and after it broke out of this triangle pattern. Okay, so another thing I wanted to show you, this one, is the high to this low here, the very low, was a 95. I don't know if you can see that. Ooh, it's a bit difficult. There we go. 95% correction, okay? From top to bottom. Now, what's the correction we got at the moment? You might ask. Glad you did ask. There's the top to the bottom, which is this level back in mid-November, is 6%. So close to 95, very close. So very similar drop. It's got to here. This is a very short, and then catapulted out of that one. So it didn't last long. It's going to be really quick here, buying the lows. Whereas here's been just a slog going down, and it's finally down here. Obviously, this is a bigger market cap than it was down here. So it's obviously grown since then. So it's less volatile if you count for market cap, okay? but nevertheless, it is dropping more, 96% compared to 95%. It has dropped a lot more. Okay, and that's that one. And yeah, it's just following this channel. Whether we drop even further down to here, it's a possibility. I'm still not ruling it out, but we already had 1, 2, starting here, 1, 2 touches, and support line here. So you expect a low to be formed right where we are currently, a little bit drop, a little bit lower, and then attempts to break through this, okay, and then break through, maybe a retest, and then continuation. And this will just break all-time highs and go into price discovery once it breaks through this, okay? It's a matter of time. The Fed is, stopped QT, started QE. So that's what the altcoins need. That liquidity boost from the Fed, from them buying treasuries and injecting money into the banking system. And that filters through small businesses. And then more people got more money, and then more money to speculate on these riskier coins. So that's what they are. They're pretty risky. If you're in the trenches like me. But no, this one's a really good one. Really great project, great community. And yeah, it's held up pretty well considering. I know it's 96% drop. This is a big drop, but some have dropped 99% or more. And then it takes 100x plus to get your money back if you bought the top. So not as bad for 96% drop. And I haven't bought the top. I've been buying lower. Okay, so yeah, I've been buying down here, sort of starting in October, sort of thing. I've been buying here, and all the way down. So I am down on my position, okay, but not down like the people who bought up here. And I bought in the hype after the early 2024 mania we had for meme coins mainly, and then a slow, absolutely just decimation down here. So anyway, that's the patterns I've just showed you there. And we'll get the oscillators now. So the MACD on the weekly is diverging, which is very, very good. Okay, so you got, if I get rid of these drawings, okay, that's better. And then you got this lower low, okay, forming on price, but on the MACD, what do we have here? We have a higher low, so we've got bullish divergence playing out. So it's very, very good to see. And when you cross here, okay, cross here and go bullish, boom, this is explosive, man. Huge. So we've got a bullish MACD cross eventually. Very, very well. It could happen this month or into January. Anything's possible. Maybe just sort of hover around and then break out. Or if you do cross bullish and then it's a fake out and it just goes down, anything's possible. Okay, guys. Doesn't mean it's going to pump immediately, but we'll see. That's the weekly time frame. We go to the 3-day time frame. You can see here they've had obviously more going on with the MACD. Yeah, so since October 2023 to now, right? Obviously, and every time it's crossed. So we'll go through all the bullish crosses we've had. So the first one's here, and that was just at the lows in October, and it pumped higher, and eventually came back down and went up. But the initial move was higher, which is good. Another one was right here, cross bullish in February 2024. It's massive green candle, and the follow through was it was massive, it was humongous. After you crossed, we went even further higher, even up to here, 9,000%. It's a 10x, huge move. So 2 bullish confirmations here. The next one happened in June of 2024. And we got this bullish candle on the cross, and we didn't get much upside, unfortunately, because we're at the highs and then went lower. So that was probably not a good example. I'll count that as red, so it's a false signal. And the next bullish cross was here in September 2024. Okay, and what happened? Nice bullish move and a follow through. So that one worked out well. Okay, next one it was here in November 2024, and that was more of a false through. And you got, it started low, went up, then went down. So not the best MACD cross. And next one we got was down here. We got some lower price action. So it was a false cross, but eventually a move higher. Okay. So not the most accurate signal to enter. That one went up and then went down. And then this one here has resulted in a pump. It went a little bit higher, and then we're going lower. So it's a mixed bag, okay? I'm trying to show you. It's not be or end all. This MACD, counting the lows and highs, it can go down longer than you expect, and you can go up in a very short period of time, and then you miss the move, and then you're getting in, you're FOMOing in here, and you get wrecked. Okay, so I'm just letting you know that's what happens. Nothing against this project, but this is how they all move. They all move pretty similarly. All right, when it comes to consolidations and expansions. Expansions don't last very long at all. And then everyone gets chopped up here and gives up, and then eventually, boom, we get a big move higher, and that'll be short-lived. So, look at this oscillator. This is for Bitcoin, and we are pretty low, okay? We are creeping higher, but we are sitting at 14.9. So every time it's gone to this sort of shaded area for Bitcoin, for BOBO, what has happened? So we've gone here. There was a false move, so I'll just mark them out. Here, no good. Went again, basically here, and re-entered the zone. We found a low, okay, wick, so that was pretty decent. All throughout here, we're buying. So basically, you're DCAing all the way through here, and even a little bit here, and then more here. So you're buying the lows, okay, which is good. And then you wait for this area to re-enter all the way to here, to this range. You're buying a nice little low there before a nice pump. So it worked out very well there. I'll go back even further to 2023. We entered here, and you're DCing all the way down here, which is nice. You caught the lows before we exited out, and then you're sitting on your bag, and then massive returns on your money. So did really well there. Did pretty decent here too, for this short-term move, and here it played out well. So if we've got this history showing that Bitcoin goes into this low risk area below 30, that's a time to accumulate this coin. All right, so we're in this level at the moment. We're going in deep blue. We're actually at the lowest level it's ever seen before in its life. And if I go back even more, a little bit more, probably about there. Okay, you start DCAing here. All right, so I started in October. I sort of front run this, fortunately. And I've been buying down here. I'm DCAing, so I'm buying increments and just buying all this. It's all in the blue oversold zone. I don't know how long it's going to last, into January or so, before we see explosive move out of it. That's what we've seen previously. Move, a move. Okay, a move. So that's that one. All right, so that's BOBO, and it's pretty well it. There's no moving averages to really poke your head out, because not much history there. It's not working very well. And the bull market support band, that's worked okay, not perfect. Okay, so you do get some touches here. All right, you get some support levels. Breaks through it and comes back down, then breaks down, fails to close above it, then continues below it, and there's your resistance. Continues to be resistance. It became support here in 7/24 after being resistance in October that year, but short-lived. Okay, found resistance again and then went lower. So it's a pretty interesting. It sort of does react with the bull market support band, like I did back in May of 2024, and also July. So that's that one, and go back even further, I suppose. And there's all your wicks with all that around the bull market support band. So it struggled all the way, and it just threw in the towel. Made this low, swept its liquidity here, okay, and then massive move higher, guys, an extension away from the moving averages. So these two moving averages are the 21-week EMA and 20-week SMA, the bull market support band. Okay, so that's it. That's pretty well it for this token. It's a banger. It's one to watch for sure. It's got a good community. It's a solid meme. It's the bear of crypto and the bear of the stock market. It's the bear of the metal market, whatever market you want to associate with. This is a great meme to really put on that. So you can't go wrong with BOBO. I think at the current state, it's sort of waiting on what Bitcoin's going to do, and Bitcoin it's making a move at the moment, which is nice. It's up 3%. ETH's up 5.4%. Back to automatic mode, and we're sort of getting this bottom forming. Don't know how long it's going to take. It looks pretty similar to what happened in April this year. Okay, this double bottom pattern is playing out. something like this is sort of somewhat playing out, but it takes longer or not. This is a higher low to this one, and this is a lower low, so it's swept liquidity. This hasn't swept that wick, so just got to watch that one. It could be a fake pump before going lower, and then it sweeps this wick, and then it goes higher. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, it's one of those games you got to play. Just got to stay in the market and just wait for this turnaround. Obviously, oops, yeah, I made a mistake there. Yep, that cool. Bitcoin risk, is it? That doesn't look right to me. Something's going on there. It's playing up. It was at 37 yesterday, and it's 93 today. It's very unusual. Anyway, we're at the 100-week moving average at the moment, and you don't want this to break. You want this to hold. Because previously I showed you in the last video, it holds the 50-week over at this cycle, and we're holding the 100-week at the moment. So we need to see this extension away and go way up here. So that's that one of Bitcoin. And look, as far as divergences go, many divergences happening on the daily. Let's have a look. It's sort of a flat, and we're seeing a nice high low and a push from the MACD. So we're seeing a nice divergence, kind of. But this wick really was down here, so I wouldn't really call it divergence, to be honest. It's just following price at this stage, but nothing to be interested in about. Yeah, so like I said before, it's down deep blue. Every time you've seen a deep blue this cycle, or a green, so I'll show you here, massive move higher. Happened here, or for this choppy period, massive move higher, and then as well here in October, September time frame, boom. So it works every time, in a bull market, when making high lows and high highs. But we're really struggling here. It's really dropping a lot. So will it hold this level, 100 week, and then this oversold region give us the buying signal we need to go higher. Okay, that's what we're sort of waiting on. Another sort of thing I want to show you real quickly is I pull up the RSI. Okay, and I'll get rid of this. Okay, so RSI on the weekly, I think it was. Yes, and I'll show you something really quickly. Right, I know this is a BOBO video, but it's kind of a Bitcoin video too. Anyway, and this is going to be a bearish or bullish thing for what the rest of the market does. So I'll just show you the start and this pattern that plays out. All right, so you got these sort of lower highs and lower lows, so it makes this divergence pattern, and this finds your low. So really, it actually did find your low here, which is nice, and you got this green oversold level on the RSI, which is very good. Had the red line indicating that yes, this is a high low in price and a lower low in momentum for RSI. And that played out very nicely. Next one, we had two peaks, lower peaks, right? And then the lows were lower. 1, 2, 3, as you can see here, got close to the oversold. And we had, 1, 2 peaks, okay, they're higher than each other. And then the lows, the low here, higher low, and a higher low. So this is diverging from this. Yes, we've got a move here up on the RSI and a move up in price. Okay, we got a relief bounce. Right, and I might pull up the moving averages here. Wrong one. Maybe this one. Nah, no, it was one above it. So that's not very handy to use. And we went down. Okay, and then boom, that's it. There's your benchmarks. We had a little bit of relief and then didn't go as high as this. Okay, that's your post-halving year peak. And then this is going into the midterm year and then rolling over. All right, the next sort of pattern was the next cycle, which is a 2017 cycle. Right, and have a look at these lows. Okay, so you see low, lower low, and then lower lows. So you're making higher lows in price here, as I showed you, just here and here, right? And on the way we have release bounces, one there, as this was going lower, this is sort of going higher lows. See that low is higher than that one. So getting relief bounces, but ultimately, unfortunately, led to lowest prices. So these two are the same. Okay, and the 2021 cycle, quite similar. So the lows low, lower low, and another lower low. Okay, so there's 3 lows. Same as this one, 3 lows and 3 lows back in 2013, and somewhat there in 2011. Okay, a bit rustic, I know, but sorry, but the drawing is terrible. So higher low, and higher low. So they're all higher than each other. This is all lower than each other. And what happened? We got a relief bounce in the midterm year. Okay, so midterm year bounce. Same as back here, 2018. So it was midterm year relief bounces. 2014 relief bounce in the midterm year. Okay, so I'm just showing you that what occurs. Ultimately couldn't break above the high. We were nowhere near that, and we rolled over and went to the bear market. Now this is a bearish point of view. Okay, so I'm showing you here, and okay, there's your lower lows, here, and here. It's already had 3, as you can see there, and you got, here 1, 2, 3. And what happened? Led to higher highs. Okay, we had a 4th, which is right here at the RSI oversold level. I'll get rid of this. You can see it touched it right there. Touched it. This is the 4th time. Okay, this is make lower lows. The 4th time, consecutive time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hidden. Oh, you call it hidden divergence. Okay, because price is going higher and the oscillators go lower. What happens there? Don't know. Whether we get into this midterm year and then a little higher there, relief bounce, and then go low into the bear market, like I showed you previously. That's what usually happens. Well, this time could be different, and we're seeing that much divergence playing out that we actually get a huge move up. Okay, and it moves higher than this previous high and then continues. Anything's possible. This is a little different to previous cycles. Okay, so this is your 4th low. Obviously, in 2021, we had a low here, a low here, a low here. And this oscillator went even lower here. So there was 4 lows, okay? There wasn't on the previous log, but that was right when the low was even lower than that one. So that's not diverging. This is only 3, not 4. Okay, that makes sense. And this one here, technically you can count this 1, 2, 3, 4, 2018. And we still had a relief bounce, okay, after the 4th one. And the 5th one was here, and we even pumped here too. The price was going lower at that point, so it didn't really count. And even back in 2013, 1, 2, well, basically 1 whole arrow, 2, 3, 1 pump, and then rolls over. Okay, so that's just what I'm showing you there, and we're forming huge divergence, massive. This one's pretty big. This one's like shit. It rivals this one here in 2013. Okay, in 2022, 21 to 22, basically. Yep, and 2018. So yeah, very, very, very good to see that, and that'll give you sort of direction of where BOBO finds its low and Bitcoin pumps from this level. You'll see BOBO follow as well. And same as ETH. ETH's the key for this coin. Alright, so you find these lows in the RSI and here, and we get a pump usually. We're sort of above it. Alright, so we've got some, could have some more downside, we don't know yet. But usually gets close to these lows and it has a pump. Okay, there's another one there. Got close and a huge pump. That one not really close. This one obviously got close. As you can see here, and a pump. Well, it was a bit choppy, but it got there at the end. It's an important thing to see. And we obviously got one here too, 2022. And we got a bit of a relief bounce before dropping lower. And you can go back even more. Got these lows. Some resulted in pumps. Sometimes it went down. Then found a low and then went higher. So it's not perfect. I know it's not perfect. Because you've got this period where it went down. And eventually it relieved. Okay, so it just takes time to play out. Here in 2016, and then bam, there's your final sort of cycle peak in 2018 there. So that's that one, and then you can go back even further. Okay, here it is here in 2015, and then huge move. So the RSI has been pretty good to ETH. Not perfect, but pretty accurate. And we're coming to really low levels, okay, on the weekly time frame. Like this is pretty low. This is very, very close to the bottom. See more rolling over, and we can see it really move. And more consolidation. Either it moves higher now and the momentum goes down and eventually catches up. Who knows? We don't know what's going to happen. It should lead to higher highs and then ETH breaking cycle highs. Made a new high in August 18th at 49.54. Should break that. And BOBO will get some relief because it really relies on ETH because it's on the ETH chain. So it needs ETH to do something for it to do something. And look at where it is in the RSI here on the weekly. You can see how low it is. And yeah, we'll see what happens there. It was low here in March, April. Okay. And we got a huge pump, as you can see. And back here, they weren't very low readings. Okay, this was the lowest reading we've had. And we've gone even lower. Okay. So yeah, we're going to get some relief soon. It should come up and pump, but be patient. And that is the video. So hope you enjoyed this one. Just going over BOBO, Bitcoin and Ethereum, price action. And yeah, and go over the video. Go back. I'm not going to explain what I talked about, but it was really just oscillators like MACDs, RSIs, moving averages a little bit, and price action and patterns. Pretty simple stuff. So hope you enjoyed it. You know, it's been pretty tough this since basically August. So we're getting there and we should get some relief soon. So, you know, if you like this video and you're still here, and you're still DCAing like I am, please smash the like, you comment your thoughts below, subscribe to stay updated. Be sure to check out the links below and I'll catch the next one. Cheers.